A new era has officially begun at FC Barcelona. After 4 unforgettable seasons at the Camp Nou, Robert Lewandowski has confirmed that he will leave Barcelona this summer, ending one of the most important chapters in recent Barca history. With 119 goals, multiple trophies, and legendary performances, the Polish striker leaves behind a massive legacy. But where will he play next? Saudi Arabia, MLS, or one final European challenge? Meanwhile, Barcelona are preparing for a huge financial revolution. Reports claim Lewandowski's departure will free more than €24 million in salary space, giving the club a golden opportunity to finally rebuild their attack and chase a world-class striker this summer. Could this be the beginning of a new Galactico-style project under Hansi Flick? And that's not all. Barcelona's dressing room has exploded with emotional tributes from stars like Gavi, Rafinha, Dani Olmo, and many more, proving just how respected Lewandowski was inside the club. In today's video, we break down Lewandowski's emotional farewell, Barcelona's massive transfer plans, the shocking Saudi Arabia offer from Al Hilal, and what this means for the future of Barca. Stay until the end because the next striker Barcelona signs could completely change European football. Report: the big salary space Lewandowski's exit will free up for Barcelona. Barcelona are preparing for a major financial reset following the confirmed departure of Robert Lewandowski at the end of the season. The veteran striker's exit will not only mark the end of an important sporting era at the club, but could also become one of the key moments in defining Barcelona's transfer plans for the summer. Lewandowski is set to leave as a free agent, meaning Barcelona will not receive a transfer fee for one of the most influential forwards of the last few years. However, the economic impact of his departure is still expected to be extremely significant because of the enormous salary space it creates inside the wage structure, set for major wage relief. According to reports from Sport, Barcelona are expected to free up slightly more than €24 million from their salary bill once Lewandowski officially leaves the club. That financial relief is viewed as extremely crucial ahead of a summer window where the club desperately want to strengthen key positions while still respecting La Liga's financial regulations. Barcelona had spent the last month trying to convince Lewandowski to continue for another season under a completely different salary structure. Despite the offer being considered competitive, though, Lewandowski ultimately based his decision more on sporting considerations than financial ones. Now Barcelona are preparing to use those savings strategically. What now for Barcelona? Now the club's leadership believe that once the long-awaited 1:1 rule situation is resolved, the freed salary margin could immediately allow Barcelona to move for at least one elite-level signing. That possibility has become even more important given the club's growing need for a new central striker. Lewandowski's departure leaves a massive gap both financially and sportingly. For years, the Polish striker has been Barcelona's main attacking reference, carrying enormous responsibility during difficult periods for the club. Still, there is also recognition that his exit finally gives Barcelona room to breathe economically again. The club's priority moving forward is to sign a top-class center-forward, and with Lewandowski gone, the club will make that a reality. Report: the massive salary Lewandowski will earn in Saudi Arabia after Barcelona exit announced. Earlier today, Robert Lewandowski officially announced his decision to leave FC Barcelona at the expiry of his current contract on June 30th. Signed from Bayern Munich in 2022, the 37-year-old bids goodbye to the Catalan club as a legend, having won 7 trophies in 4 seasons and scored 119 goals. As for his next destination, there is still no confirmation about where the 37-year-old Pole will be playing, but everything indicates that he is headed to Saudi Arabia. Lewandowski Saudi-bound. Indeed, according to Polish outlet Sportowy Kanal, Hat Tip Sport, Lewandowski has now decided to move to Saudi Arabia once he leaves Barcelona. As per the report, the proposal on the table is a 2-season deal with a mammoth annual net salary of around $45 million. This massive contract offer has ultimately tipped the balance in favor of a move to the Middle East, despite Lewandowski having interest from several other clubs. The official offer arrived a few days ago, after Lewandowski agreed to consider a move to Saudi football. The club in question is believed to be Al Hilal, the richest side in the Saudi league, which is prepared to make a major financial effort to secure his signing. Although the striker was also considering MLS until the very end, the Saudi offer proved too strong to ignore. Some Italian clubs and FC Porto were also mentioned, but they could not compete financially. Barca renewal efforts fell short. As per the report, Lewandowski had asked Barcelona for a 2-year renewal instead of 1. He would even have accepted a 1-year deal with an optional extra season based on performance. However, Barca only offered a one-year extension with a significant wage reduction and performance-based variables, which did not meet the player's expectations. Lewandowski wanted those 2 years to finish his career at Barca and retire in Barcelona, but that plan has not materialized. Following the announcement of Robert Lewandowski's departure from FC Barcelona, several Barcelona players shared emotional messages to honor the Polish striker and thank him for his impact on the club. Lewandowski leaves Barcelona after 4 successful years in which he helped the team return to the top of Spanish football, winning multiple La Liga titles, the Copa del Rey, and becoming one of the squad's biggest leaders on and off the pitch. His teammates clearly see him as more than just a goal scorer, they view him as a role model and an important figure inside the dressing room. Gavi described Lewandowski as a brother and thanked him for helping guide the team during difficult moments. He praised the striker's leadership, mentality, and the huge role he played in bringing Barcelona back to competing for trophies again. Other stars like Fermin Lopez, Marcus Rashford, and Dani Olmo also paid tribute, calling Lewandowski a legend and saying it was a privilege to play alongside him. Many players highlighted not only his goals but also his professionalism, experience, and influence in the locker room. The reactions from the squad show just how respected and loved Lewandowski was at Barcelona. Even as he prepares for a new chapter in his career, his legacy at the Camp Nou will not be forgotten anytime soon. And Rafinha posted on social media, "Robertinho. It has been a pleasure to have shared the locker room with you." Example. There were plenty more replies to Lewandowski's post. Ferran Torres replied simply, "Legend." Jules Kound wrote, "One of one. All the best," and Wojciech Szczesny said, "Legend, GOAT, etc., etc., but most of all let your neighbors know when the farewell party is." Gracias, Robert. One thing is now certain. Robert Lewandowski leaves FC Barcelona as a true legend. From goals and trophies to leadership and unforgettable moments, the Polish superstar helped bring Barcelona back to the top during one of the club's most difficult periods. His departure marks the end of an era, but also the beginning of a brand new chapter for the Blaugrana. With millions freed in the wage bill, Barcelona are now preparing for a huge summer rebuild, and all eyes are on who will replace one of the greatest strikers of his generation. At the same time, Lewandowski's possible move to Al Hilal could become one of the biggest transfers of the summer. Now we want to hear from you. Is Lewandowski one of the greatest Barcelona strikers ever? Should Barcelona sign a young striker or another superstar? And where do you think Lewandowski will play next season? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Barcelona news, transfer updates, Real Madrid drama, and all the biggest football stories from around the world.